Thank you, ma'am.
No. I was going to say that, honey. Well, anyway, y'all, hey, it's Tripping Tuesday. I don't know, whenever you're watching this, might not be Tuesday, but it's Tripping Tuesday. And today we're trying to get our videos out, but we're here today, let me tell you.
On a slant. Look at the camera.
Are we on a slant?
We're on a little slant. It's the camera, guys. It's not the RV.
Yeah, so let me finish the intro here, and then Jeff's going to take it away, of course. But as you can see, this is not a video of us showing the gloriousness of a heavy-duty truck, a HDT, or like I was calling it, the HDTV. And I don't have my white Jeep. So we're here to talk about what happened in the last few days with that situation. Because our last video, we told y'all would be letting y'all know how
everything went.
Yeah, if we got it or not.
Yeah.
This close. Go ahead, Jeff.
So
I'm gonna grab my drink.
We left Michigan last Wednesday. We left the frozen state of Michigan for the south, where it's kind of frozen here too. Not quite frozen, but it's cold.
Cold in the south.
So we left Wednesday, headed out, got on the road.
Minus the snow.
Yeah, getting out of the snow. Got on the road, had everything lined up, or so we thought, to purchase this truck, trade our truck in, complete the transition in the past week. And we hit the road, and within an hour of our drive, we got a text message from the salesperson. I'm going to be nice.
Yes, be nice.
From the salesperson that we had arranged the trade-in deal with the Jeep on, and even discussed, hey, let's do paperwork on this, so it's all good. And they said, no, we'll just do all the paperwork when you get here, and they sold it out from under us.
My pretty white Jeep.
Yeah, so that was hit number one. The Jeep that we're trading the truck in on, the F-350 that we tow with, sold out from under us because car dealers do what car dealers do.
Doing their job.
Yep. So we continued on down. We stopped. We spent the night at oh my gosh, we'll have to cover this at some point. The drive to I don't remember the park name. Anyways, it was a county park that was a little bit off the beaten path. And
Jackson, was that?
Yeah, I think it's Johnson County Park in Indiana.
Yeah. So
the cool thing about this county park is when I looked at the map, it's like right off 65. Easy to get into, or so I thought. Get on there. So we had our trucker's GPS going and our Google GPS going, and generally when they both agree life is good, they were both agreeing for the most part. We got off 65 like 20 minutes early, 20 miles early, and went down all these country roads that were miserable in the night, and we finally got in and got all hooked up and all that, and spent the night. We were the only ones in the park, which is kind of eerie.
Kind of eerie, for real.
Yeah, because they didn't have their water turned on, so we knew going into that there'd be no water, but they had electricity. So we spent the night, and then we go get on the road, and we were like 2 miles from 65 on a nice 4-lane highway.
Yep. Had
our GPSs, or had we actually done appropriate homework, we would have just gone south of the park by 2 miles and looped back and hit it with no issues. So anyways, so we spent the night there. Then we went to this park in Kentucky, which is like 20 minutes from where we were supposed to pick up the HDT. Spent the night. The next day we were scheduled to go pick up the HDT. We had everything lined up, or so we had thought. We had called the insurance company the day before and told them, hey, this is going down. We need to get our insurance done. What do we need to pay to get it in force and all that? And Friday, about an hour before we were scheduled to go pick up the truck, the insurance company calls us up and said, hey, you know, in 2020 we were good on the insurance on that truck. It's 2021 now. The truck's a 2001. It's now 20 years old, and we can't cover you anymore. We can only give you liability coverage. And it was late in the day on Friday, and we couldn't scramble to get insurance coverage that we wanted. And it just kind of threw everything off, so we passed on the heavy-duty truck till we could figure out insurance coverage and see what's what. That's one of the biggest challenges with the heavy-duty trucks is depending on the state that you're in, you're registered in, your insurance can either be easy or it can be difficult. Now, what we've ran into is that most insurance companies that will cover it, with it being registered in Florida, want to cover it as a package deal with the truck and the trailer, which means that you have limited coverage when you're not hooked up to the trailer. Basically, that truck and trailer become one unit. And the only time you can drive the truck legally uninsured is either when it's hooked to the trailer or when you're going to get maintenance or gas or stuff like that. And we really don't want to have that type of limitation on a vehicle. So we passed on the truck, and we may go back and pursue it again. We're kind of trying to figure it out now. The insurance thing is the biggest hassle. Registration's not that big a deal, but insurance and getting appropriate insurance is the biggest hassle. I just don't want to. They'll cover us for liability insurance, but I'm not a big gambler. I'm not into taking $25,000 and flushing it on a deer or on a tire blowout or something like that, where that's what you have insurance for, and I'm not willing to take that risk. I'll do it on a $5,000 vehicle, but not on something that's $20,000 or more and hard to replace.
Yeah.
So we're kind of sitting here pondering what to do. Now the other factor, Candace is like, let's go do the HDT right now.
He brought me into it. It's been months and months and months, and now he's ready to consider again. Go back towards something else. All
right, so
a motorhome again.
We one of the reasons why I wanted to go to heavy duty truck is to offload some stuff that we carry in the RV and put on the heavy duty truck, because we knew that we were a little on the heavy side. And on the way back from Michigan, we went across the scales and realized we're not just a little bit on the heavy side, we're a lot on the heavy side. So we need to get weight out of the trailer, and that needs to be moved somewhere. Yeah. Or we need to get something that's more capable of carrying the weight that we ride with. Now, I think we could offload a significant amount of the excess weight we have to the heavy duty truck, but the whole thing's got the brain spiraling, and I'm now questioning the decision to double tow, because when you have a heavy duty truck, you either drive a semi everywhere, which we haven't been able to find insurance that allows us to do that, or you have a secondary vehicle. And many of the heavy duty truck crowd will sling a smart car on the back of their heavy duty truck and use a smart car for a second vehicle. I don't want a smart car. I don't want to do it.
Kind of person.
Yeah, I want something that's a little bit more substantial than a smart car and allows us to go explore trails and other stuff. Yeah. I've had a 4-wheel drive vehicle for like the last 20 years. I don't want to go down to a little bitty car and a smart car, and we want to be able to take advantage of the trails and stuff once we head out west. So the thought was to double tow a Jeep Wrangler behind the trailer, and that brings its own set of challenges.
Right.
The hassle of double towing, the excess wear and tear that might take place on your trailer frame, and just other challenges. And it's also not legal everywhere, which I really don't care about, because most people don't. Most of the time, cops don't bother RVs. So that's come into question now. Candace is like, just do it. So now, and the other thing is, we ran into some situations on the trip down here and on the trip up that sometimes life in a fifth wheel, it's not the easy button, right? We ran out of power one night. The power shut off in the middle of the night. We didn't have a generator to just click the button and turn on. We had to actually go set up the generator and the hookup and all that stuff. And yeah, it's minor, but sometimes it's a pain in the ass. And in our fantasy, or in my fantasy world,
they all come with issues and sets of different things.
In my fantasy world, the solution is a 45-foot diesel pusher that has a built-in generator and has 8,000 pounds of cargo capacity, and will tow a Jeep and just be that, and not have to double tow, and you can park it and not have to get out of your vehicle to set up at night, because I'm the one that sets up at night when it's cold or rainy or snowy or any of that stuff. Candace sits in the truck and does her thing on her computer while the dogs are in the back, and they're all cozy and warm, and I'm setting up outside freezing my ass off. So in my mind, there's this fantasy that the diesel pusher is like the easy button. So part of me wants to do the easy button.
The grass is greener on the other side.
The grass is greener on the other side. And mentally, I know that that's not quite true.
Yeah.
And there's probably just as many challenges and issues with the motorhome as there are with our setup. And the other thing that Candace really, really, really likes, and I like too, is that we have an office in the fifth wheel.
Yeah.
And the office is nice. But this thing... Sorry, DRV. The DRV has turned into more maintenance and more work than we expected. It's actually more routine maintenance than we did on our last trailer, and that's kind of frustrating as well. So there's this, that, and the next thing. So anyways, no heavy duty truck, and now we're questioning life in general. Not questioning getting off the road, just questioning our choice in transportation in general.
Yep.
What else?
Nothing. You pretty much said it all.
Oh.
We are going to do some purging to get lighter.
Yeah, we are going to get rid of some stuff.
I like my glass dishes over plastic. I'll be just full transparent. I just like that. And Jeff did in the beginning said we could go back to those because of what you say. It was we had more cargo capacity.
Yeah, we had more cargo capacity on our last trailer, but what we did is we went not just a little bit more weight, we went a lot more weight.
So just overall, just purging. That's my add to it, and I think by the time we leave here, hopefully, God willing, we'll have a decision made.
Yeah, we'll have a decision made, and we'll be set up appropriately when we leave Pensacola. We're gonna stick around here till we get it all figured out. Mm-hmm. Now, the other
how are we doing? Time check.
I don't know.
11 minutes.
11 minutes. The other fun and excitement that we had on the way back was in Kentucky at the RV park we were at. We got a pull-through site.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a clear indication that park owners don't always know what they're doing when they set up their site. So we got a pull-through site. You pull in, life is good. You pull out, and they put a tree on both sides of the exit of the pull-out. And a tree across the road so you couldn't swing the corner really wide because there was branches that were getting all over the truck. Mm-hmm. So we couldn't pull out or couldn't pull through the pull-out. And in the process of backing up, the nose of the fifth wheel swung into one of the trees. And the nice thing about trees in the winter is that the branches are leafless and stiff and frozen, and it tore our roof. So now we have to get our roof repaired. We had to do an emergency repair on that. So we carried a Turnabond just for that purpose, and we had to tape up some damage to the roof, which is going to have to be repaired at some time in the future. So we got to figure that out as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, all kinds of excitement in the last week.
Yeah.
If you're considering this lifestyle, there's two things you need to know. Yeah. Number one, decision fatigue. You run into decision after decision after decision that you don't normally deal with in your daily life, like what time are we going to hit the road? Where are we going to drive to tonight? Where are we going to stay? Where are we going to stop? How far are we going to drive? Blah, 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 blah. Lots of decisions. And sometimes you just have crappy weeks. Sometimes things go wrong. There's some other things that
we can't get it all into this.
We don't want to get into today. There's some other things in process that we have to resolve as well. We'll probably share later.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got to Pensacola without an HDT. The F-350.
To wrap it on up?
Yeah, the F-350 is in the shop right now getting its second oil pan gasket replacement. So, if you're driving a Ford with a 6.7 liter diesel, check out that oil pan. They have a tendency to leak. This is the second time ours has got to be replaced. And they found some other work that they're going to repair. Thank God for extended warranties. And yeah, we're hanging out in Pensacola, Florida, enjoying the beach. The dogs were on the beach again this morning. And yeah, that's what we got going on.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got any feedback on double towing with an HDT, or if you've made the jump from a fifth wheel to a motorhome, let us know. Let us know what your experience was. Was it the easy button, or did life suck? And we're considering, if we do the motorhome, it's going to be a big tag axle diesel pusher, probably Tiffin Newmar or an older country coach, something along those lines. We were going down this path a year ago. We may refresh this path, or we may just, continue doing what we're doing. But if you have feedback, let us know. We'd be really interested to hear some people's experiences.
Yep.
All right.
That's it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, comment on this video if you have any feedback, share this video, and hit the notification button so you know when we drop our next video. We really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you. We have grown a lot in the since we started Vlogmas, consistently vlogging. So we appreciate y'all showing up and just following and helping us out with our channel. Thank you. We'll see y'all next time.
Yep.